another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIKWmFr deck 4 with Dishan, Airy, and V. Airy and Dishan especially very old players on the site. So since we're playing EIKWmFr deck, the meta, I have to adjust my meta a little. There are not as many bonus points available. NERFG is going to be a lot stronger generally of a strategy. So keeping that in mind, when I see Village Elder out there, I have to really strongly consider Village Elder. And I don't see any reason to take anything else. So, wow. And then Ari passed me Charcoal Burner, which means Ari probably got Braggart, most likely, or Chamberlain. So that sucks. Anyways, this is kind of an interesting choice. I really like Workaholic. I really like Workaholic. I think, though, I'm going to take Sunrise Admirer. Sunrise Admirer is an excellent card. Very classically good. Like, the thing is, I could get to my 5 wood without ever taking a wood action in the early game. Because Village Elder can give me 4 and Charcoal Burner can give me 1 from the first fireplace. So there's some good stuff here. This is an interesting choice. I think I like Tile Maker here. Cabinet Maker is interesting because it helps my feeding. And do I think I'm gonna have lots of wood with Charcoal Burner Village Elder? I might. Now, on the other hand, Tile Maker gets me clay, which lets me build a clay oven, which lets me build a cooking hearth or a fireplace, which triggers my Charcoal Burner. I think I like Tile Maker here. Cabinet Maker, Tile Builder. Okay, Tile Maker. If I got, man, if this was G4, G5 and I had a chance of getting something like Popcorn, Baker would be just an outstanding card. Of course, that's not the case. But Baker might still be the best card here. With Tile Maker, Clay Oven would actually be pretty good for me. So then if I got something like Grain Elevator or Grain Cart, that would be pretty good. The other thing I consider is Master Builder, although I have no room support yet. Would only be if I got clay supports, really. That'd be the only time that I'd go to 5 rooms. And Stonebreaker is just really not that strong a card. I'm surprised no one took Racing Stable Manager to get Beekeeper on the rebound. Oh, excuse me. Beekeeper is just totally fine. And let's go Frame Builder. Well, I don't have corn scoop or any grain card, which I was kind of hoping to get. Cooking hearth with charcoal burner is interesting, of course, because you get wood and a food for free on a minor improvement. Card like gold medal is kind of interesting. I think though coffee break is just such a phenomenal card. It's really hard not to take coffee break, especially because I have tile maker. So I have a way of getting some early clay pretty nicely. And similarly, chicken coop. I'm starting to see how I feed my game between beekeeper, coffee break, chicken coop. That's quite a bit of food early on, especially if I get occasional food from charcoal burner, which can feed my occupation playing. Yep. With chicken coop, I'd kind of like to see timetable back, because I could play the first fireplace, I could play timetable into chicken coop, coffee break. That'd be a lot of minors for early in the game, but if I go for the first family growth, it's not such a big deal. Tuileries is interesting. Problem is it might be unplayable. Trees for the Citizens is an interesting card because the joinery makes it free and then you get a bunch of bonus points from it. Hammock is always worth considering. I think the best card here though is Clay Path for this kind of game. Yeah. Yeah, if I don't know I'm getting joinery, then it's like hard to justify taking trees for the Citizens, especially because I want to play all my minor improvements for Village Elder. And then this pick, Cash Crop, it's free. Cash Crop is pretty nice because if you can sow a grain on it in round 14 and you just get a point and it's fine, because usually one extra grain is not worth anything. Goblet plus Village Well is kind of an interesting combo if someone could pull both of those off. Strawberry Patch is great. You need 2 vegetables for it though, is the only problem. Worm Bait, not interested in playing. Let's take Strawberry Patch. It's one of those cards that if you can play it, it's just such a good play. And then Peasant's Boutique. I guess there's a chance I play it. I'm pretty unlikely to play. You know what? I might play Ram. I guess it's possible. If I go for that first fireplace, there's a chance I play Ram. Ram is one of those interesting cards where if your game sets you up for it, it's just awesome, but then otherwise it can be not really that useful. Because the ability to feed the Ram means you pretty much want to get a benefit out of it before you feed him, because otherwise it's probably not worth playing. And this is definitely Hammock. I like Slaughterhouse, but this kind of game is just screaming 4-room house to me. Lots of family growth actions, because I have lots of minor improvements to play. And I start 4th, which is unfortunate. But let's see if I can overcome that. Tishan playing Clay Worker. See what Ari does. Probably plays an occupation, which is too bad for me because I have like really very little to no interest in the 3 wood space. Yeah, because I already indicated how I don't need wood to get that first family growth, but oh well, that's what I'm locked into, unfortunately. Sometimes you start fourth, and that's just the way it goes. So we have clay worker and acrobat from the other players. Clay worker gives a clay whenever you take wood or clay, and acrobat lets you go from traveling players to the 1 green space. So with the 3 wood now taken, I'm looking at a chicken coop. Oh, no one did start player. Oh my god, I lose. I lose. Not for sure, but this is really bad. This is just a really terrible start. 3 wood, day labor is like the worst combination of actions I could have had this round. So I'll play charcoal burner with my first move here, because the fireplace, pretty sure Dishan's building the fireplace with his second action. Oh, we've got Rancher out here. Been a while since I've played a game with Rancher in it. Now at least I can start player cash crop. Although that's not even enough. I want to get on 2 read. And there won't be a 2 read next round. But I mean, Reedstone Food would be fine too. But I also want to play Village Elder. Yeah. What a start for me. What a start. So my second action could be Village Elder, it could be Tile Maker, it could be Beekeeper, or it could be Start Player Chicken Coop. Both of those are viable plays. Okay, so Occupation came back, so I should play Occupation. I think I play Tile Maker here, because Tile Maker is going to force out the fireplace from Dishan. And it looks like V is locked in for the first room, so that means I'm in all likelihood growing fourth, which is pretty much worst case scenario for me, but what can you do? Here we go, cooking hearth for Dishin. So I grab a wood and a food. So I'm gonna start player in all likelihood. So that means I'm gonna take 2 reed. 2 reed plus village elder will give me enough to build my wood room. Yeah. I also have beekeeper. I probably play beekeeper this round before village elder, because yeah, I'm not getting on that room tile, unfortunately. On that room space. Not ahead of V. V is gonna do it. Also, it gives me enough resources to build the chicken coop now, which I want to do. This is interesting. This is interesting that V is passing on building there to get the 6 clay action. I mean, there is this excellent 4 wood move. It's just a super fantastic move, but Dishin goes for that first room. It's actually really good for me, because Dishin, that means there's a very good chance that I get to grow. Wow. 4 wood? Do I pass up on 4 wood to play beekeeper? Probably not. 4 wood is nice. Especially when I'm the start player and there's a chance that round 5 is family growth and I can build a room. Oh, here we go. Eris. Eris from V. So stuff I want to do: build the fireplace, play village elder, play beekeeper. I want to do all those things. Beekeeper can wait until round 7, but I would like to do those things. Ari is a start player apple tree here, so that she can get 6 wood. First move next round. There's family growth. Of course. And I am unable to beat out V for it, because if I build a room here, he can start player with his first move. I could do chicken coop. I'm going to see if I get a sheep sweep here. That's what I'm going to play for. So I'm going to build the fireplace and say, if V decides to build a room with his first action, which he won't, Dishin will have to take the sheep. Or family growth, one of the two. He doesn't get both. But V is going to first action start player with no requirement to do so. So that's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying that he does that. Dishin takes the sheep, of course. So I don't build a room here because I'm going to build a room next round to force Ari not to be able to do what she wants to. So that means I can do anything, and if I can do anything, I can occupation village elder. I could take 5 clay as well, but I think village elder is the play here. Especially because of the possibility to double build. If Aerie doesn't take read with her first action, I can 2-read or read Stone Food. Ideally 2-read, because 2-read still lets me play Chicken Coop. And at this point, I'm thinking about playing Coffee Break as soon as I can, because I don't need to play Beekeeper. I don't have to play Beekeeper at this point. Now Flower Pots for Dishan. Yeah, this is just a really, really nice start for him. Really, 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 really good start. Starting second. Good position to be in. Oh man, that round one. Just so bad for me. So bad. It's really unusual that nobody wanted to play an improvement in round one. Nobody wanted to play a minor improvement. So I have to build here. I could play build a stable to set up my ram. I think I will do that. I could build 2 stables to hold a breeding pair. Yeah, because now I can hold a breeding pair of sheep and I can consider playing my ram. And this works kind of nicely because I don't have to do a start player to get family growth around 7, so that's fine. So next round I will minor Chicken Coop and pay clay for it. Clay is easier to acquire than anything else. Oh, Dishan's playing gold medal for cows. That's not a good sign. And if he has something like milking stool or milking hand, it's going to be really difficult for us to beat that. Really difficult. And he's forcing Aerie to decide about giving him 6 wood or not, which is an unfortunate spot to be in. And I also need to decide how I'm going to feed, which is exceptionally unfortunate. If I grow next round, I need 4 more food. And Chicken Coop Coffee Break would only give me 1. Beekeeper gives me 0. There's not enough food on the board for me to take it all at once. I can't build the joinery, pottery, or basket maker's workshop. Play Chicken Coop here. Dishan going for the wood over the sheep. That's a relief for me, a huge relief. So that means that probably my two moves are two sheep and then day labor. And probably I'll let Ari jump over me for family growth. Which sucks, but not much I can do about it. Feeding is important. Feeding is very important. I didn't get my I didn't get my coffee break or chicken coop out early enough, which is what really sucks. Really sucks. V plays Occupation Mastermind. I haven't seen that card played in ages. So probably looking at the pottery. Gonna Reno plus pottery, I would think. Ari playing I minor Shepherd's Crock. Kind of surprised with how she set up her her farm, if she has that. I need to day labor, feed 4. So it would be nice if I could play coffee break next round, but Ram is fine. Playing Ram is totally fine. So if I'm forced to first action family growth, that's not a big deal. Like the game is pretty much already over. Like I don't see how anyone's beating Dishin with this ridiculous start that he has, which is really unfortunate. But sometimes starting second is just like the position to be in. And then V decided to play Eris instead of wait to see about first family growth. So that means he had the first family growth fall into his lap. So that's too bad. Well, I'm not going to be forced to first action family growth, which is nice. So it means I can take 4 clay or what would my alternative be to 4 clay? Play beekeeper maybe? For clay, sure. It's enough for me to Reno plus play coffee break, so that's good. Pottery for V. Triggers a point for Mastermind. Yeah, so mistake I made not drafting a 3 wood into start player minor. Like the situation almost never happens in well, here's the thing in G4 G5, if you get that start with 3 wood into 2 food day labor, you're usually okay because often you will get the 2 read back because there's so much pressure on early occupation and then getting food to recover from those early occupations that very often the 2 read space comes back around, or the readstone food space, and if you get one of those then you can actually build the first room. The problem with this game is I got 3 wood and was never a threat to build the first room because of that other card coming out, or because of getting locked out of any read. So coffee break. Coffee break's not going to pay off entirely. It's probably only going to be 3 food because most likely I will play Sunrise Admirer in round 11, which will stop coffee break. But clay for 3 food for now is fine, and it gets me a point as well. And then I do want to play Ram, but probably not in round 9, maybe round 10 I'm looking at playing the Ram. He's playing the Joinery, so he took trees for the citizens. Ari start player Goblet, so she's got the well, which she can line up after taking 6 wood, which is good. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to take 6 wood, so what's my move? Is it 2 sheep? Is food so tight in this game that I should first action take 2 sheep? Maybe. I guess if I don't, what are the other food actions? Vegetable and boar are 3 food each for Dishin, but no one else. Yeah, looks like I should do that. He does readstone food, so yeah, with his pottery that's enough now. And Dishin has Joinery plus the vegetable, but he doesn't want to eat that vegetable. That would be a not good situation for him. This game has gone super quickly. That's the other effect of playing this set, is that just the games just fly by like they're nothing. So here's the well for Airy. Oh, here I'll highlight the goblet. So this is why Airy is not getting 2 food per round from the well. Um, I probably want to build another room. So if I'm gonna build another room, I need clay, I need reed. Problem is 2 reed is not enough. 4 clay is not enough. I could plow a field here. Occupation would be fine for me, but I don't want to interrupt my thing right after playing it. I think I take vegetable here. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Vegetable and grain maybe. V went on 1 grain. Okay. So he's gonna probably sow onto his acreage. Dishan plays occupation cattle breeder. So this is a 3 food action for him that also gives him the ability to breed cattle in round 12. And then with this move, what do I want to do? I really want more than 4 clay. But you know what? I need a couple more clay actions, so maybe 4 clay is okay. Because I have clay path, and I could play an oven. Playing an oven would be fine for me. Or, you know what? I'm just going to play it safe. Plow field. Feed 6. Plus a sheep. Oh, and I blocked area unintentionally. So I'm looking at wood. I need to take wood as much as I can for the rest of the game. Here's trees for the citizens. Unsurprisingly, after the joinery, this was like pretty clear play. Nice free 2-point card. And it might be worth more if he plays 2 more wood miners. Two Borgon. That's fine. I get 4 wood, and I'm very happy to take that. Oh yeah, my vegetable with strawberry patch I guess is more, that's a better move. Worth more than I was thinking it would be. So if I could get 3 reed, that would be nice, but I need 5 clay for the reed to be worth it, I think. Am I getting both? Don't know if I'm getting both. And maybe I should just try to start play around 11. Because I like any action that comes in round 12. We'll see. If 3 reed comes back, I'll play it, absolutely. Finally. It's unusual that we don't have a single upgrade in the game. Let's see if I get that 3 reed back. If I get 3 reed back, nice. I guess this would be where I play ram as well, is the other thing to consider. Let's do it. Free read. So my 3 actions next round could be Reno, Room, Family Growth. The problem is that means Sunrise Admirer goes unplayed, and I want to play Sunrise Admirer for its max effectiveness. Oh, timetable here for V. That's nice. And Master Shepherd for Tishin. You know what? In this kind of game, a card like Master Shepherd is actually good. 4 food plus 4 food plus 2 points, or 3 food and 2 points. That's the other way you can look at it. Does she have Cloister Dweller, or was Lady in Waiting the card she took over Charcoal Burner? It's got to be one of those two. And the thing is, if she took Lady in Waiting second, that means we've got probably like maybe Braggart from Dishan, which sucks. What's my move here? My move is start player, I think. Yeah, because I like either action that comes up next round. No, you know what my move is? My move is Sunrise Admirer. Already playing Fireplace. So I get a wood and a food. Good. So I can start player here. Start player Clay Path. Since I can't Reno anymore, this seems like the right choice for me. Dishan grabbed 1 cattle here. Does he need it to feed? Or did he grab 1 because he's thinking he'll get another 1 next time? Also, this fencing is super weird. That tells me he has riding plow maybe, or the other plow that lets you do 3 twice. Move. I can take vegetable again to set up my strawberry patch, or I can take grain, which is worth more points. Grain, I guess. Grain, because grain can go onto my my field either way. So Yep, this is fine. And then I'm happy with either. 4 food, H to feed, 2F4I. Whoa. I haven't seen this card played in ages. He actually played Pawnbroker. What a madman. Three food per point. I'm gonna let Dishin announce how he's feeding before I do anything. 6 pawns, a hand of wood. Wow. Feels bad. And this feels good. This is what I was setting myself up for. So this is just totally fine. I would have liked to have gotten family growth as well, but this is okay. This is perfectly okay. And I'm happy to take start player again to get family growth round 13 because I've got Ram that I'm happy to play. Oh, whoops. Field is in the wrong spot. Yeah, don't want to plow to block off a sunrise space. For sure. Oh, wow. And we have V taking 1 cattle. The 1 cattle plays. Donkey for Dishin. Okay. I would have liked to get start player again, but that I didn't. And that's no problem. Because I can do stuff like Reno plus Ram. The thing about renovating is I do want to build another room, I think. So how do I get enough stuff to do it? Let's grab 4 wood. 4 wood is good for me in a lot of ways. I think in all likelihood I'm going to want to start player first action round 13. I can start player Ram because I want to set myself up for a nice round 14 plow sow. Round 14 plow sow could be a lot. It could be 2 points from grain, because it would be a point for my cash crop plus a point for an extra grain plus a point for a vegetable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be a 4-point move. Dishin says that's V style. That's funny. I can do Reno plus cooking hearth upgrade, I guess. That's fine. And then if I do that, I remake the 2 clay fireplace available. Head of the revolution. Ooh, can I steal this? If I do 10, 13, I'm only 2 moves away from stealing those bonus points. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what? I will play my ram here, though. So I'm at 6. Dishan has 1 more played improvement than me. So I really want to get Strawberry Patch out. Strawberry Patch could be worth a huge amount. So Dishan is going to plow sow round 13 in all likelihood. Oh, there we go. There's the head of the revolution off of 2 stables. Interesting. Yeah, I think I need to win my village elder points to have a chance to win. If I don't, it's going to be too difficult. V plays the Basket Maker's Workshop, tying me in terms of plate improvements. And everyone's going to stay at a clay house. Except for Dishan. Dishan might go to a stone house, I guess. He is he could reno plus clay oven maybe for another plate improvement. So I need to feed 7 food this harvest. I can afford to eat 2 sheep. Plus the food I have here is 5. Plus the food on the board is 6. So that means I probably want to pick up 1 extra food somehow. So if I can get a food from charcoal burner, that's worth something. Wow, so family growth came all the way to me. So I have to take family growth, right? I can't pass that up. Which is sad because it probably means Dishan does start player. And if he doesn't, V certainly does, but so that means I need to feed 8 food this harvest. I have 6 on my board, so I need another 2. Yeah, there's Start Player Peasants Boutique from V. Dishan plows again with his donkey. Oh, that's really nice. Really nice. And he's going to get his 3rd plow. Very nicely done by him. Well, I want a fence. I guess if I fence, I make room for myself to take a pair of boar. Fence 13. Sure. So yeah, if I can get the boar, that would be nice. If I don't get the boar, the sheep are fine. Yeah, boar gone to Dishin. So that means I gotta take the sheep. Two food, 3H, 2F8. But I breed one back, so I only go down 2. And then I eat a sheep to pay for my field. Of course. Wow. So Braggart is in the game. Yeah, of course he has Braggart. So that's how Lady in Waiting went to Ari, and then Ari took probably took oh, I know what she has. She has Constable. She first picked Constable over Charcoal Burner, I think. I think that's what's happening. There's Plow So, of course. So I'll probably do So Bake with my first move, because it will enable me to play Strawberry Patch. Now, in all likelihood, Dishin is going to go above. He's going to go to 8 improvements in all likelihood, but I can always tie him and see how that goes. Try to, at least. Oh, and there's one food on the board for me. Forgot about. Nothing is good for me. I guess I'll block Strawberry. I'll block the Major Minor space. But I'm pretty sure Dishin's gonna Reno Clay Oven. It's gonna get him a bunch of food, yeah. Yeah, so kind of interested to see how the occupations shake out. Like, does Ari drop constable here? Two food boar, or a 2-point boar. He's got cops left as well. Well, he went for that early family growth and got rewarded for it, which is nice. Good for him. I'm really sad because like my chicken coop just came so late. So instead of playing it in stage 1, I played it round 7. It just really, or round 6, yeah. Really unfortunate. But that's the way the game goes sometimes. 3 food. I think I probably need 3 food because I'm feeding eat 2H 5F. I'll type lame to Dishin in chat. Braggart win. Lame. So I score what I score plus 9, which is only 41. Yeah. So what did he score? He scored 58. Pretty ridiculous. Power is not as particularly good metric, but Yeah, what did V? Food Connoisseur, Heiress, and Mastermind. Yeah, like we can look at the draft of this game, but the reality is, I, yeah, it's just like a totally ridiculous game. Like Dishin just got to go for the first family growth and then just won from there. The donkey at the end was like the icing on the cake. Braggart. LOL Braggart. He was going to win without Braggart, which is funny. But the fact that he got it just like... It's too much. Too much! Yeah. And he got to go, like literally everything went his way this game. He got to go second in round 1. He got family growth to round 5 fallen into his lap. 325, 815. Let's take a quick look at my Village Elder, of course. Charcoal, yeah, Charcoal Burner is 4.5. I'm pretty sure Lady in Waiting is like 3.5. So I took Sunrise over Workaholic. And then the rest of these picks are, yeah, I picked the obvious stuff. I guess I picked Frame Builder over Woodbuyer, but doesn't matter. Coffee Break, top card by Power. Chicken Coop, top card by Power. Clay Path, Cash Crop, Strawberry Patch. I just didn't have enough actions. Like if Dishin was gaining 1.5 points every action and I was as well, he had 5 more actions than me in this game, and that's pretty much the difference. Like I took good cards, useful cards. Let's look at what V did. First pick Mastermind, 2.8. Yikes. Over Milking Hand. Yikes. Especially because Cattle Breeder comes to him. Oh my goodness. Food Connoisseur. Yeah, Food Connoisseur here is fine. Heiress over Pipe Smoker and Beekeeper are not better, but Cattle Breeder, I might take Cattle Breeder ahead of Heiress. I mean, if you had first picked Milking Hand, then you do that, of course. Workaholic, and then yeah, see, and then you see Workaholic, and you say, beautiful. I have my game plan. My game plan is have the ability to hold animals early, get cattle breeding, get a ton of points from that. Then you take Shepherd. These don't really matter so much. These picks are all meaningless. Duck Pond, great. Timetable, over straw. People don't like Strawberry Patch, eh? It came all the way back to me. I like Timetable, but the thing is, you gotta pick it after, or like you have to pick it with something else in mind, which I don't think you did. Tuileries Garden. I guess Tuileries Garden was with Timetable. Drinking Trough, Worm Bait. Nah, I don't know. Dishin. 7 power card. Oh man. And then he gets Milking Hand. So here he took Clay Worker. Clay Worker with Braggart is the obvious pick, I guess. You want that extra clay to build improvements. Then he takes Cattle Breeder. Then he gets and he just makes the obvious picks from here. Yeah, Donkey, of course. Flower Pots is an obvious pick with Clay Giver. Gold Medal is kind of an interesting pick here. I might have considered something else. I guess Cooking Hearth doesn't really work because it doesn't add to your plate improvement count. And Strawberry Village Well, same issue. Strawberry Patch is hard to play. So yeah, Gold Medal, Free Miner. You want lots of those. Winter Deadwood. Yeah. Yep, and then he just drafted like the easy to play stuff. For sure. And what was it? It was Ari. So Ari takes Lady in Waiting. Oh, 3.9. Okay, higher than I expected. It's closer to Charcoal Burner, but it's still quite a bit worse. and then Head of the Revolution, and the rest I'm not really that interested in. First pick Miner, Dovecop, yeah. Anyways, sometimes that just happens, and honestly, that's one of the reasons I think people dislike EIKWmFr deck, is that sometimes you just get locked out and you don't have a chance to win, and I feel that that was the case this game. Now you can say I should have drafted a 8th action round 1 after 3 wood Miner, but I mean, that's such a edge case that it's like, yeah. Anyways, that's going to be all from me. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I might do another one today. If not today, tomorrow. See ya. Bye.